Hey everybody, I just did a live stream on how to make this cute little football, and of course I messed up by creating some stitches that were too big when I told you that you needed to make these stitches a little bit bigger. I made mine too big for the first time. Wouldn't you know it, I was live. But actually I do like when that happens because then I can actually show you how to fix the mistake. Okay, so this is super easy. I'm not ripping this out to deal with these stitches that are too big across here. I'm just going to show you how to fix that. Okay, I've already done these two stitches here, and now I'm going to come to the third one right over here. And what I'm going to do is take a strand of yarn, a long strand of yarn. I don't know if you can see that. Not yarn, I'm sorry, thread. A long strand of thread. And I'm going to use my handy dandy crochet hook. And I'm going to go in where the knit stitch is in this golden color. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go under the stitch right above it. As you can see here, here is my knit stitch, here is my knit stitch. It's kind of hard to see. It's really stretched because of how much poly I stuffed in here. Okay, and what I want to do is close this up here because this stitch up here on top is just way too big. So I'm going to come underneath the legs of that stitch right above it, and it's really tight, so I to make sure I get under it, and then I'm going to go under the next one as well. So I want to go under the entire stitch right above it. Here you can see that's the top of this knit stitch, and I'm going to feed my thread through there. Okay, now I want to do the same for the stitch below. So here is the stitch I'm fixing. I'm going to come to the legs below and go under both the right, can you see that? Sorry. So I'm coming under both the right, goodness, and the left leg, and I'm going to draw that through here. Now I'm going to do it one more time, bring it around. So I'm going to let's see, I have to do my left hand here. So I'm going to come up here again to the stitch right above it and go under the legs of that stitch on top in the next row, and I'm going to feed this through. So I'm doubling up my thread here to make it a stronger hold. Okay, oops, I don't want to pull. Oops, felt the wrong one. Okay, let's try that again. All right, so I'm going under the knit stitch, not the legs of the stitches between, you know, of the yarn between, but of the actual stitch. And I'm going to pull through. There we go. And then I'm going to do it again. I'm just tugging this to make this a little longer. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to double it up by going under both legs of the stitch below the stitch I want to fix. And draw that through. And now you can see what's going to happen here. I'm going to just pull that together, and you can see how nicely it closes that up. This was the really big stitch here, and it kind of puckers a bit, so I'll have to like maneuver that a bit, but anyway, you can see how now we can't see the poly in between the stitch like we could before. So now I'm just going to do this, I think it's a buttonhole knot. So I do that 3 times, and then there we go. And then I'm going to do wrap it around twice here, and then just the once to finish that up. And then I'm going to just cut a little bit of that and feed it through. Here, get it into the football. Oh, goodness sakes. Really tight in there. There we go. That's my compacted stuffing. All right, so there you can see it's looking much, much better already. And I'm going to just continue to do that with my knit stitches in this row. So my next one will be here. So I'll do that. So here is my knit stitch. I'm going to come under that stitch, the legs of the stitch above, feed my yarn through, or my thread through. I'm going to do the same for this. Here's my knit stitch I'm fixing. Here is the one below it. So I'm going to come under these legs and do that. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one instead. Hopefully I'll have better luck getting it through without pulling that other strand of thread through. So I grabbed it, and oh, I guess not, didn't have it. Around twice there. There we go. Very good. And now I'm going to do the same up here. So here's the stitch I'm fixing. Sorry, gosh, so hard to see that. Here's the stitch. Here's the stitch I'm fixing. So I'm coming under the legs of the stitch above that, pulling my thread through, and now that the thread is doubled up around my knit stitch here, I can draw it in and close up that gap. You guys see how that worked? Let me just undo that, make it looser again. So here you can see that there are holes right now. Kind of just trying to make sure you can see this. Now I'm gonna, now I'm just going to pull, pull. Let's see how that tightens that right up. Okay, it's pretty cool. I've never done this before, so I was gonna stitch it up a different way, and it's like that's not working. So there we go. There's that, and then do it again, and one more time. There we go. And then this is just a matter of might need to do it with that one too. Maybe this stitch is a little too big. But anyway, we can fix it by doing the same thing there. But anyway, that hole is not as big as the other ones were. I don't know if you remember, but yeah, they were pretty bad. And anyway, looks a little funky there. I don't like that, but I must have done something wrong because that is a good fix for this issue. So if you do it correctly, it looks so much better than having that poly showing through holes in your stitches. Okay, so a much better result, and there you see no holes up here. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.